Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio tutorials. In this tutorial actually I want to cover more other resources that will help you to explore Vue applications. It's kind of recommendation. Of course the number one resource it is open application and start playing, start creating. This will give you ability to learn, but sometimes it's very hard when you don't know interface or what to do. So the become number one for you. It is the reference manual that come with your application. Currently this is for the Vue 11 Extreme, and if you're going through this manual you notice all options. Sometimes it's very hard and kind of to read. If you want to have it more fun, I would recommend to go right on the bottom where the tutorials, and you can go through all of these tutorials and kind of creating with project based. Okay, and this is kind of manual, and most time what I do when I work and I need to know something, it's always open on my desktop so I can reference to this at any time when I need it. There are other things also I recommend for you. It is from the web. You can go inside Eon software. This is main website. Couple things on this website. You can find references, help as well. You can access to your account and go in the forums and ask people. There, of course, if you're going inside Geekatplay Studio in our website, you can find all these tutorials that I created, where I have over 1,000 just Vue tutorials, cover almost any subject. Something from creativity, if you want concentrate learning this way, so you can go inside and learn this way as well. Specifically week per week kind of tips and tricks, going through different types scenario, working with this. Other tutorials contributed by like Annika, Manny, and Gary and other people, so you can modify or specific language, German, Russian, so we cover quite a bit here. As well, we have it more going in details, like for example, specifically function editor, SketchUp, for example, work with the materials inside the Vue, lighting and atmosphere inside the Vue specifically, or modeling. So you can see it's have a lot of different tutorials. House it's over 1,000, and you can watch them through the Geekatplay, or most of them host on a YouTube. So you can go check channel on a YouTube and connecting this way. Right here, for example, list of tutorials, so you can open and preview them. Okay, next also on the side, it's maybe help if you go inside the resources. I put it some links right here, and if I'm missing something or you have it additional, please let me know. I'll be happy to add those links to additional resources. The other one's website, of course, be sure if you not yet purchased, I do recommend for you to get the Vue 7 from ground up book. It's covered very well on the Vue 7 edition. Something was added to the latest edition, and now we to Vue 11, but it does have some materials that will help you. And right here on the side also, you notice we have it supplemental materials for the book. You can download it, a book tutorials pack if you need it. We also have it PDF reference materials, additional tutorials, and some link to the other like 3DM application or other properties. So you can go check right here. Other ones, be sure you visit it, and probably when you register your application, you know this, a cornucopia. With cornucopia, it's provided not just all supplementals materials and packs, it's also have a very nice forum, gallery, and you can create your own portfolio. As well, if you here, you will on cornucopia, let's check, for example, Geekatplay. You can search and you can find a lot of other tutorials or packs and mega packs inside here, include our models. So this just overall tutorials that you have it on cornucopia is totally different from what we have it at Geekatplay website. So the different tutorials, and you can go. The other resources I recommend for you, it is Asile FX. He produced very high professional tutorials on different specific subjects, and a lot of with the view selected. One is I recommend to check his plant creation or terrains type tutorials, which go in very details how to create your custom plants for the view or work with terrains. Next, of course, it's from Dax, the quarter spinner. He have very high masterclass tutorials, so you can check how to create terrains in his. So this is kind of resources as well. They have more different resources you can find as the on the Radiosity, CG Society, and how I say, I'm adding them to our resource pages, so you can go check right here, as well as additional free resources you can download it, and sites of inspiration where it can give you some creativity boost. As well, we have some list of commercials, and that list is growing as I'm editing, going around that. The one thing what you notice when you start using different resources, for example, if you go on cornucopia, you purchase models, and when you purchase models, you notice some of them will be what call lock, node lock. It's meaning these models will be working just only on that specific version you install it. It's locked to the serial number. You don't need worried about if you're upgrading. If you create your library of your object and you upgraded your applications, these models will work as fine. And many times what's happening, like for example, when you preload it, you notice right here, I have different versions of the view linking. So I can go easy in any versions and load it from that version, these materials with no problems at all. For example, this is Vue 10 and we have Vue 11. So I can go and purchase this owl. I can open this model with no problems. If you did not use upgrades, if you purchase another version and add it, on that case you will need to go and re-download them, those models again for that specific version, because it will combine embedded the lock node inside it. You have it also ability to purchase non-lock versions which work everywhere, but those ones will cost a little bit more than not locked versions. This does not apply to the materials, atmosphere, or other presets. So if you're going right here and you're buying some material library or the atmosphere, so those ones, node locking does not work for the presets. Okay, and like some of them, example, okay, here's I create from Geekatplay. Right here I just selected all materials during 2 projects, create over 600, so you can purchase. And some libraries is quite a bit extensive. You can find almost anything because it was around for many years. You can find anything you're looking from the materials, plants, even pre-animated motions, another one. So be sure this is kind of your resources you want going if you want to increase libraries. Also, as the tutorial is going, if you're going inside the Eon software, you can go to the demos and tutorials. You also have the ability, Eon software provides short tutorials overview on the existings, and as going training materials, they also provide some additional training materials for sale on the website, which is kind of related to the books, just Vue released books as well, and also to different languages, releasing German and other ones. So you can kind of follow through to this and see on specific subject that you're looking for. Okay, as materials from Geekatplay Studio, I mentioned before the book Vue 7 from ground up. As well, I do recommend for you the 3D Art Essential if you're beginning. This book was designing for people who are starting with 3D art, and as example they want to understand, and this is almost like tabletop book because it's got reference to a lot of what does polygons mean, vertex, and doing on a project. It's kind of going over and help you to understand all these nerves to the projects, to the small tutorials, how does kind of entry and help you work with the 3D world. And speaking about 3D world, be sure you check 3D World magazine. Um, this is one magazine that have constantly tutorials for the Vue users, and you can find our tutorials published with 3D World as well. You can find tutorials from the um, Alan Conrad, very great Vue artist, and he have excellent tutorials as well as other Vue artists published inside the 3D World magazine. So again, this is a lot of resources on the web, and it's growing daily. You have it like a Vue blog, you have different artists who provide a lot of different tutorials, and I'm sorry if I don't mention them, but if I forgot something, again, please send me email. I'll be happy to add those resources to our resource page so you can easily come here and find additional resources to increase your knowledge and creativity by working with 3D art with Vue.